Hi, it's Kamon Reynolds. Let's talk about these packages. And if you watched the last video, you saw they're not doing too well against the nucleus colonies. Now, back in one of our earlier videos, probably video 5 or 6 or somewhere right around there, when we installed the nucleus colonies, we'll leave it here in the video to where you can go to that and watch that video and compare when we installed the nukes, just how big the packages were in comparison. Our main goal with the package versus nuke challenge, if you haven't noticed, is to just kind of compare them to a degree, but mainly just be successful with either one. If you start with packages or nukes and any problems that any of them have, how we address it and how we are going to wind up with good, healthy colonies that produce honey for us next year. So this is going to be quite a few videos going all throughout our season, and you'll have to take it all with a grain of salt because we are in Tennessee, and it's different here. If you're further down south, you're probably going to have to feed more during the dearth periods that are a little bit longer, just depending. I mean, some places in Florida and other places have long flows. So what we're seeing, though, is a big difference between the comb drawing capabilities of our nucleus colonies and the packages. And they were pretty close there towards the beginning. So why are these so much further behind? If you watched the last video, you notice that most of these, had maybe 3 or 4 in the top box drawn, and not even all of the ones down in the bottom boxes. So what we're going to do is a couple things. We're going to give them 2 weeks to start riding the ship. I'm going to feed them heavily with pollen sub and sugar syrup because our flows are done. Now, we've had a great flow that's extended things for us. The last couple years, our flows have ended either at the very end of May or the first week of June, and here we are in the middle of June, and it's just now ended. We got a great late flow, and it has been awesome. So we just pulled about a drum's worth of honey today, so that's pretty exciting. We pulled a whole lot more from this yard, but I think that ought to finish it up. So this is my old smoker, by the way. I got a new back to it, yay. So this thing's about 18 years old or more, maybe 20, who knows. Anyways, let's get into these things and let's feed them real quick. Alright, so if they don't start riding the ship good in 2 weeks, then we are going to take some of our queens that we raise, and then we are going to insert them, we're going to kill the old queen, and then we're going to replace it. And while that might seem harsh, a poor queen will kill your colony and the rest of the bees. Alright, so when we're feeding, we don't fool around checking the top box or even checking. We just go right down. And we are just going to, I'll show you how we make the patties here in a second. We've got a couple already made up. These weigh roughly a pound. Just score them. Lay them long ways. Make sure the bees are down. Smoke the bees up. Yeah, I mean, this one right here, that's awful. And I don't understand. We've actually fed the packages more than we fed the nukes by quite a big margin because they got fed earlier on. Of course, they didn't have 5 frames of drawn comb, but they did when we installed those things. I just don't get it. They've only drawn maybe 2, 3 of those foundations up there. That's not great at all. Alright, so throw that back on there. You smoke the bees up, smoke the bees down, and then let's throw some feed in here. So we're going to be just feeding them like crazy for the next couple weeks. I expect to see some comb drawing. I expect to see a lot of brood, and if they can't do that, then we are going to take some action. Alright, got that? Now some people are going to be like, oh my goodness, you're going to drown your bees. You occasionally get a drowned bee in here, but this one just climbed right on out of it. These are going to climb right on out of it. This one right here is too busy filling its honey stomach to climb on out of it. They'll get on out of there when they want to. Lovely hive beetles. And that's another thing that people can be like, oh my goodness, you're going to kill your hive with the small hive beetles. We'll see about that. Alright, so we are going to now bump those off. And we're going to give them a a little ramp, they'll work their way back up. Alright, we're not going to take you through the rest of the colonies because it's going to be the same thing, but I'll show you real quick what we do. We'll actually do a video on making this pollen sub right here. And this feeder can right here, this is 5 years old, this can. I've got a couple of them. You used to be able to get them at Lowe's. They don't have them anymore. At least our Lowe's and the other Lowe's I've been to does not carry them. And you can find them on Amazon. If anybody else finds them anywhere else, let me know. The reason I like this can is it is extremely durable and it pours very well. And it also holds 2.6 gallons. So we left the link on the link below where you can buy some of those from Amazon. They're fantastic. Alright, so basically all we do is just take this thing right here, just scoop it up. We will show you how we make a bucket of this at a time. It's pretty easy. And you just fold that thing up, wash it on out. That's a little bit more than a pound. And you just score it. Now I love this hive tool right here. This is the first hive tool I ever bought. It's great for prying, it's super thin, but anyways, whew, we got a lot going on. We'll be posting this video Saturday morning, so that's tomorrow, and then we are going to be talking a lot more about that queen rearing, all these queen cells, mating nukes, feeding stuff coming up, all kinds of stuff. So thanks for watching our videos. It's time to go eat some dinner.